TRG, also known as the Tiny Rascal Gang or the Rascals, is a mainly ethnically Cambodian gang based in Eastside Long Beach, California. In the 1990s, we began to see Mexican Mafia greenlight or hit lists with the TRG gang featured at the top. The gang was founded by Cambodian juvenile youth groups in 1981. With both female and male members, the initial function of the gang was to protect Cambodians from various other gangs in Long Beach. As time passed, however, membership was open to other Asian Americans. The Tiny Rascals has over 65,000 active gang members, making them the largest Asian gang in the United States. Members of the Tiny Rascals gang from the Long Beach area have been deported. As an outcome of these deportations, members of the TRG have recruited in their ethnic home of Cambodia. Today, the Long Beach Tiny Rascals in Long Beach consist of Asians, Cambodians, Filipinos, Latinos, and African Americans. TRG is an established network of individual sets or local gangs. The members identify gray as the gang's color of distinction, although color association with the gangs is a custom and practice that has waned. Cambodians form the majority of the members and are the foundation of the gang, although others are allowed membership. Rowdy Nation TV, welcome back to the channel, guys. Do me a favor as you come through that door. Click that like button. Just clicking that like button for me will be greatly appreciated. It definitely will help the channel. Hit that notification bell so anytime I drop a video, you guys will be notified. And subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate it. Let's get to it. Now, like I said in the beginning, the TRG gang, based out of Long Beach, California, has 65,000 members. And within those 65,000 members, it has produced one serious stepper. And I mean, that dude is Run P. CHOUNN. This brother right here has been charged with 9 murders. The TRG gang is really known for home invasions and kidnappings, all kind of stuff. But home invasions, I think, personally, from what I've read, I think that's their top-notch bread and butter. Home invasions, you know, just like within their community, a lot of the Cambodian people can't speak English, and so they're really scared to call the police, and these guys know that, right? So basically, like they say, you know, you rob and kill where you stay at. You rob and kill within and terrorize your own community, and this gang right here is no exception to the rule. So we're going to get into this story about TRG and one of its hitters that they had, Run P. CHOUNN. I hope I'm not tearing that name up too bad, right? But this guy right here was a serious hitter, and so we're going to get into the story. Hang tight with me, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get it. The defendant, Run P. CHOUNN, drove to the target house on Elm Street. Carol was to approach the front door because she knew the residents. While she knocked, Scrappy stood behind a bush, armed with Pan's gun. When Henry Nugent answered the door, Scrappy rushed inside, followed by the defendant and Evans. Carol fled to the defendant's red Honda, which he had parked outside the Nugents. They knew the Nugents did not understand English, and Scrappy was the only robber who spoke Vietnamese. Defendant gave orders to Scrappy, translate to the family. Initially, Henry, his wife Tran, and their 13-year-old daughter, Dawn, were the only family members in the living room. Scrappy appeared with 3 children from another room, 11-year-old Daniel, 10-year-old David, and 3-year-old Dennis. Everyone was ordered to get on the floor. Evans searched the house while Scrappy demanded cash. Henry said they had none, but when the defendant threatened Dennis with a large knife, he turned over about $2,000. Now right there, people, I just gotta stop for a minute. In that situation, these people are very serious, bro. Why didn't he just give that money up right away? Let's continue. When Daniel volunteered that he had some money in his bedroom, Evans followed him into a hallway. Evans heard a gunshot and returned to the living room to see Henry lying face down. Defendant stood less than a foot away holding a gun. At defendant's order, Evans left the house and sat in the car with Carroll. Both reported hearing several gunshots from inside the house. Carroll estimated the robbers had been in the house about 15 minutes before the shots were fired. A neighbor heard several gunshots and saw a car drive away. Defendant drove the group to Carroll's house. In the car, defendant remarked, "It must have been the wrong house, because there was no grandmother and the family did not have as much money as he had expected." He said 5 people had been killed. He handed Scrappy a gun, directing him to unload it. Later, he told Carroll he had held the little boy at knife point, trying to get more money from the mother. Pan was waiting at Carroll's house, and defendant returned his pistol. Learning of the murders, Pan became extremely angry and called the group stupid. Defendant doled out cash to everyone but Pan. They also divided some of the Nugent's jewelry. Defendant told everyone to act like nothing happened, and they spent the rest of the evening at a pool hall. That's some cold-blooded people right there. I'm going to stop for a holler and just give my commentary on that, man. This dude just went in the house, man, and he done laid down 5 people. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it says the youngest person was 3 years old. And after that, bro, they're in a pool hall drinking and shooting pool. Let's get back to it. Defendant told other gang members he had done some of the shooting at the Elm Street house. He was also overheard saying that Scrappy went crazy and shot a kid. Now, the death penalty was affirmed for 5 murders during that home invasion robbery, right? Now, in addition to those convictions, CHOUNN has been sentenced in San Bernardino County for the death of the August 1995 home invasions murders of a family. And he had Pan also convicted and sentenced in the life sentence of a drive-by shooting of a rival gang member, Bunlord B, 20, in San Bernardino. Now, CHOUNN also has been charged with the murders of a Spokane, Washington couple in 1995. Right? So this guy, like I said before, he was on a spree killing, because somewhere in there's another story about where he did another home invasion and he killed 3 people, right? So this guy got like 9 murders that he's been convicted of. And he just went on a rampage killing all these people. Just that little story alone about him running up in that house and laying down 5 people, and the youngest of the 5 people was 3 years old, was enough to me to know that this man does not deserve to walk amongst us, right? And just like I said, in most gangs, you have that 1% of these people who are real hitters and steppers and sociopaths and narcissistic, and they don't care about human life to no degree. So, like I said before, this guy was convicted for those murders and sentenced to death in, I believe it was 1995 at San Quentin. He's in San Quentin death row right now as we speak, right? So that's all I got for you guys on this guy. There's not too much really detail. Just another lost soul who lost his way with the gang violence. And like I said before, it doesn't matter what ethnicity you are, black, white, red, or brown. You know, when it comes to doing the devil's work, it don't take no color, man. It comes in all shades, right? And I think this guy right here, Run P. CHOUNN, just demonstrated that, right? Rowdy Nation TV, do me a favor, guys. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, right? So anytime I drop a video, you guys can be notified. We out.